A lot of people are worried that Palantir happens to be overvalued. And to this, I'm going to say overvaluation, undervaluation, and valuation whatsoever is all in the eye of the beholder. Whether you're valuing something today or you're valuing something that's going to be in the future. When it comes to Palantir, I believe it's extremely difficult to value something today. Yes, I agree. Today, with what we know, Palantir is probably considered to be on par or overvalued, probably not undervalued. However, that is as per what we know today, and that is not taking into account the massive S curve that we are now currently getting for artificial intelligence. In a moment, I'm going to go to my desk and I am going to show you a Google trend, and you guys are going to start understanding why I'm talking about artificial intelligence and why I'm going to say I am not a financial advisor. I am not qualified to be a financial advisor, and I am not giving you financial advice. Everything in this video is my personal opinion and my personal plays. Please do your own research and do your own due diligence. Artificial intelligence currently, depending on what estimates you're looking at, is somewhere between 150 billion to 450 billion globally, and that is around 2022. We don't have full estimates for 2023. I have three different estimates. If you're looking at Statistica, they're saying by 2030, the AI space is going to be a $1.6 trillion market. If you go by ARK Invest, they are saying that the global AI market is going to be a $14 trillion market. And if you go by PwC, they are saying that the global AI market is going to be worth $15.7 million. And if the AI market is going to be growing anywhere from low 30s to just sub 50% compound annual growth rate, well, you guys can figure it out yourself. Any company that is on the forefront of artificial intelligence is going to prosper massively. And this is something that you cannot value today, and you just need to see what's going to happen in the future. You cannot value a market, a bubble that is just beginning, that is going to be one of the largest market resurgences that we have seen in quite a long time, if ever. I mean, the AI revolution, the AI renaissance that is happening right now is going to be on par with the cryptocurrency craze, the housing bubble craze, the dot-com bubble craze, so on and so forth. Now, all of those things ended badly for some, but ended really good for others. For example, Amazon, it was part of the dot-com craze. While most businesses failed, Amazon, well, it's one of the top 5 companies in the entire world right now, valued north of $1 trillion. The housing market, although a lot of people went bankrupt and a lot of people lost money, there were many millionaires and billionaires that were made. Just like COVID, some people suffered, but some people made a shit ton of money. Same thing with cryptocurrency. Now, people might say, hey, crypto is a bubble. Crypto bursted. Look at where the price of Bitcoin is right now. And to this, I'm going to say that's absolutely ridiculous, because if you take the last 10 years, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin specifically, was one of, if not the best by far, performing assets that you could have possibly invested into. So maybe it's never going to recover, and that's a completely different story. However, a lot of people made a lot of money on the way up, and I believe this is what's going to be happening with artificial intelligence. Now, if you look at this chart over here, it shows you a Google trend between artificial intelligence and Bitcoin. As you can see, except for 2017, artificial intelligence is trending more than Bitcoin was in any other time of history. And that includes many massive bull runs that we've had when it comes to Bitcoin. And that is no easy feat. Anything that is trending more than Bitcoin is here to stay and is going to have an absolute massive run-up. When that run-up stops, or if it stops, nobody knows, because artificial intelligence is definitely going to help mankind. By looking at this chart over here, you can see that artificial intelligence is absolutely on a tear pretty much since ChatGPT came out. And although it went straight up, it never actually came down. It just went up, not as fast, and then it went up, not as fast, and all of a sudden there is a massive resurgence to artificial intelligence as well. Probably the interest, and using the word resurgence is a bad choice of words because the interest has been skyrocketing ever since ChatGPT. Just some days it's more than others, but still trending pretty much more than anything else in the world. Now, there are several companies that are going to be taking advantage of this, as well as Palantir. There are other tech companies like NVIDIA, like Microsoft, like Google, like Amazon, like Meta, and a few other companies. Palantir is going to be one of the companies, in my personal opinion, that is going to be at the forefront of this AI renaissance and revolution. Now, you might say, Adam, what do you mean? Why? You see, Palantir is proven to work, and it is working on the field currently. I want to show you this clip. This clip is from the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. He is literally co-signing Palantir. Now, this is a Prime Minister of a country. Why is he not talking about Databricks? Why is he not talking about Snowflake? Why is he not talking about any other of these so-called competitors? He is literally co-signing Palantir that Palantir is in fact reducing wait times in England. And probably Palantir is going to be getting the NHS contract. Please see this clip.
Part of it actually is having more data and technology around management of your backlog in its entirety is clearly an obviously good thing to do. And again, it's what I was saying before. It sounds kind of obvious. Okay, we should use some technology to help us analyze our waiting list and then organize ourselves in the most optimal way. That doesn't actually happen everywhere, right? I mean, and that's part of our job, is to spread that best practice. There's a couple of different systems, Foundry is another one. There are a few different systems that do a really good job of exactly what you're saying. Chelsea and Westminster is another trust which used some IT, which made a 28%, almost a third reduction in their backlog just by organising. For them, it was cleaning through their list, then organising their theatre. All of you, the nurses who have to work in theatres, there's like optimising your theatre list on a day-to-day basis, managing the cancellations, right? That is so important. And again, the technology can really help us do.
The other day, I made an entire video of Palantir making a partnership with the reconstruction of Ukraine. Palantir was literally co-signed by the president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, and even more so, one of his main top ministers. You could see the picture over here. He literally tweeted this out on Twitter, and there are many articles out. Again, I'm going to ask you, why are they choosing Palantir and not Snowflake or Databricks or any other of the so-called competition? Where exactly is C3AI that is riding the AI wave just because of their ticker symbol? Where are these companies? Now, the reason why I'm showing you guys this and the reason why I'm explaining this is because I believe that Palantir is in prime position to take advantage of this artificial intelligence renaissance and resurgence. I also believe that this artificial intelligence might have just saved us from a massive, massive recession. You see, artificial intelligence is the ability to make us much more efficient. By making us much more efficient, this could reduce our costs, this could reduce our wait times, and this could just help us in the supply chains, shelter, energy, and pretty much anything in our lives. And because of this, this is going to be like the Industrial Revolution or another golden age of the United States, where everything is just going to become so much better. And because everything is going to become so much better, our economy might just go with that so much better. You like how I snap my fingers, right? Because Palantir not only talks the talk, but walks the walk, it is in prime position to take a lot of this AI revolutionary money, whether it's 1.6 trillion or 15.7 trillion by 2030. You must admit that that is an extremely steep step up, and the market, the total addressable market, is getting that much bigger. More and more data is going to be needed to be combed through, and Palantir is the company to do this, and one of, if not the only company to do this for major Fortune 500 companies, but more specifically, government, both military and non military within our borders in the United States and abroad as well. For everything that I mentioned today, I'm not going to tell you if Palantir is or is not overvalued today or in the future. I ask you guys, my subscribers, to let me know in the comments down below. Does it make sense what I'm saying? And number two, do you or do you not think Palantir is overvalued right now? And remember, companies like NVIDIA and Microsoft and Google are trading at PEs much higher than the average PEs over the last 10 years or so. As the market sentiment changes, the PEs and the multiples for certain companies will change as well. And I believe Palantir is going to be one of those magical companies where sentiment changes and is changing currently right before our eyes, and a rising PE is going to be super justified. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And don't forget to comment down below. If you want to buy me a cup of coffee, I have channel membership. It's $3 a month. Please click the link down below and join my Twitter as well. I'm going to leave it in the comments, my Twitter handle. Peace out, guys.